Hello, welcome to In the Court of the Wenton King. It's letters page time. Today we have a conversation between Archibald
and Hank.
I always think of walls as flute. I can't. That's too hard. I always think of the walls of flute harmonies. It's like falling over into a cloud of butterflies or something. Then that one part where the rhythms completely switch over. Then there is that dark interlude between the two sides and the haunting flute melody. You guys don't really know this album. Then there's the fancy bouncing bass line, dee-dee-dum-dum. I've never had music that seemed like balls of energy bouncing around visually in my head whilst listening to it. Thick as a Brick is great.
I can play the whole thing on guitar, so I'm not sure that qualifies as don't know this album. All that rhetoric is very much your own personal thing.
I'd like to hear that. Do you have a video? Anyway, congratulations, however hyphen, you may have worked out the guitar part and an adaptation. But if you think that you can play the whole of Thick as a Brick on a guitar sans flute, you really are delusional.
When I said I could play the entire thing on guitar, I meant the guitar parts. I didn't mean I could play the drum parts on guitar. I hope this would be a given, really.
Well, at least my own personal rhetoric thing bears some resemblance to the facts of the music. Not to mention, what do you think your videos are? Scientific fact! Get a grip, man!
Wait, what? You said we don't know the music, and it actually something to do with butterflies? You, sir, are guilty of projection.
You sound English, so your poor understanding of the English language is a bit mystifying. The whole thing means the whole thing. I play the drums on my guitar all the time. You assume. The only thing I am guilty of is nothing but trying to have a friendly, reasonable discussion about Thick as a Brick with a very defensive English as second language speaker with a pretty good English accent.
It's definitely projection, although I suspect that you have simply misread things. I only said I could play it on guitar and off you went with the defensive, passive-aggressive stuff. I'm just responding to your posts. Problem solved. The end.
Are you okay? Seriously? Bo Diddley is not drums, it's a rhythm. Da-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Spanish flamenco guitarists frequently play the drums on their guitars and get many different sounds from them. You are demonstrably defensive, so it will probably fly right past when I say you're using the concept of projection wrong. You do not know me well enough to decide if I'm projecting on you, so you are using the term in a defensive way to dismiss my point, which I think you missed to begin with. It seems like to me, and this is different from projection because I'm not judging you, and there is nothing I have to gain from seeing things this way, that you are in an internet mode of communication that is argumentative, hostile and defensive. If you keep it up, I shall have to end this delightful back and forth about Jethro Tull, which I do enjoy discussing. So think a little, or don't, but think about whether you want to think or not.
Dude, I'm generally not hostile at all. I'm purely gently trolling because you are a bit odd. But all this is not at all hostile. At all. No, it's not. But I don't mind. I don't hate you. I love you.